When it comes to credit scores for a mortgage, it's very different than what you may think on a credit score for, let's say, a car loan or maybe a credit card. You see, mortgage credit, when you're applying for a mortgage, they can be a lot more lenient than what a car loan may be or even a credit card. So I'm going to go ahead and cover some myths on credit, and hopefully this will help you on your home purchasing journey. So the first myth is you need a perfect credit score to qualify for a first-time homebuyer loan. The second myth is you have to wait before pulling credit to make sure the score is maximized. In other words, you don't want to apply yet. Maybe you want to apply in a couple weeks because you're going to be paying off a credit card and you know your credit score is going to be maximized. You definitely don't want to do that. I'm going to get into that in a second. The next myth, the third myth I want to talk about is you have to pay off all your collections in order to qualify as well. So let me talk about the first myth, and that is the minimum credit score that you need. So 100% financing, the minimum score you need is a 600 credit score. Many think that you need a 700, 750, credit score to get a mortgage. And this may be true on some credit cards, may be true on other loans that you apply for, but definitely not on a mortgage. They are more lenient, especially for first-time home buyers. So the minimum score you need is a 600 credit score. The minimum score you need if you put 3.5% down is 580. So you can have even a lower score. You just then have to put 3.5% down. And then, of course, if you want to put 10% down, then you can go as low as 500 credit score to be able to purchase your first home. So the second myth is you want to wait to apply, or you want to wait to pay off a credit card and then apply after your credit score is maximized. Definitely do not do this, and here's why. So the first thing that we're going to do when you apply is we're going to do what's called a soft credit pull. We're not actually going to do a hard inquiry yet. And the reason why is because we want to analyze and do the same thing you're doing, but we're going to be more efficient at it. So first thing we're going to do is a soft credit pull. It's not going to be an inquiry on your credit. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to analyze it. We're going to analyze this credit, and we're going to do what's called a what if simulator. Now this what if simulator, it tells us amazing technology. It tells us what your credit score will be if we do different things to your credit. So you may think that if you pay off this credit card that you're going to maximize and get the highest credit score as possible. Well, with this what if simulator, it actually, you may be wrong. You may need to leave maybe a $10, $20, $30 balance on this credit card to actually get the highest credit score possible. And the last thing is, let's say after we do this what if simulator, we tell you, hey, pay down this credit card to $10, leave a $10 balance on this credit card. Well, you'll go and pay down this credit card, and within 3 days after you pay this credit card down to $10, within 3 days we can do what's called a rapid rescore. So we can update your score within 2 or 3 days by doing whatever we need to do to your credit. We can get collections deleted, we can update your balances on your credit cards, we can do many different things. And we send these to all three bureaus to update them within 3 days for you. If you were to do this on your own, number one, it may not be the right choice to whatever you decide you think that you may need to do. And number two, it's going to take longer than 30 days for your credit score to update. So let us do it. It doesn't hurt you when you apply, when you do the soft credit pull. It doesn't hurt you at all. We're going to help you maximize your score and help you during this process. The last myth I want to talk about is you have to pay off all your collections, and this is not true either. So if your collections are under $2,000, then we don't actually care about the collections. We don't even worry about them. We don't care at all. The other thing is if they're medical collections, if they're medical over $2,000, if it's medical, we have no worry at all. There's nothing that we care about with those collections. In fact, if they're medical, let's say they're $30,000, $40,000 of medical bills, we don't care. You're totally fine on being able to purchase with your medical collections. So the second one is if you have collections, real collections over $2,000, well, you still don't have to pay those off. We just have to count a payment for those. So if it's over $2,000 and not a medical collection, then we take 5% of the balance, and we have that 5%, that whatever that dollar amount is, we count that as a monthly payment for you. So against your, they call it a debt to income ratio. So those are the three myths. I hope this really helps you out. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.